The other day I bought my brother a 49-inch monitor, and he's my big brother. Okay, so I'm 18, my brother is 13 pushing 31, so he's an unk, And I bought him a monitor, 49-inch monitor. And now, it's weird, younger brother buying his older brother a monitor. Like, that's not usually the notion. But and the monitor, I think it costed like 1.5K US dollars, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe a little more, maybe a little less. But yeah, I want to talk about in this video why money is so important to accumulate. If you're watching this video and you're an entrepreneur, this is going to be so relatable to you, because I was always one of those people that like hated money or tried to fucking just try and cope with the fact that I couldn't make money. And I would try to say things like, money is not important. It's going to come to a point where money is going to be useless. They're going to replace money with digital currencies and they're going to control it. And, I'm really made for money. I was always somebody who liked to work out. That's what really goes well for me. Like, fitness goes well for me. I'm not made for making money. These other people, like they're born to make money. That's why they're making money, and I'm not. And that used to be my mindset. And obviously, when I had that mindset, I was broke. And I didn't have many opportunities coming my way. And in the last 6 months, fair to say 6 months, September is when that started, I really realized the importance of how, like, accumulating as much money as possible is so fucking important. And the reason I brought up that example or story that I bought my brother a monitor, why it's so important to me, is because the only reason I decided to buy him a monitor, like, I was buying myself a monitor, so I was like, okay, why not buy it for him? Because I knew he wanted it, and I knew I could afford it, and it would be a nice gift. But there's also a couple of other reasons why I bought the second monitor and gifted it to him. Is because when I was a kid, called it 15, 12 years old, right? I had a big brother. That big brother, he went to Austria, and he was a programmer. Like, he was back in the day before AI and everything, being a programmer, like, that was a big fucking deal. You were making a lot of money, right? I mean, a lot of money, whatever you want to call a lot of money. 3K, 5K month salary is what I'm assuming. He never disclosed the numbers. That's fine. But he had a lot of money for here, like where I live in Bosnia. Here, that's a shit ton of money, right? And I was always whenever he came to visit us, I was always expecting him to bring me something, to bring me an expensive gift, like a new monitor or a PC or some sort of cool equipment, like a new phone, a new tablet, like a new iPad. Always expected him to bring something that's like really going to be expensive and special and everything. And he never did that. I, as a kid, 12, 13, 14, 15-year-old kid, I never got that from a big brother that I was expecting to get it from. There could be all kinds of reasons. One of which I assume, he didn't have money to just buy off a fucking, 1.5K something and just give it away. He didn't have that luxury. But now, because I never got that, fast forward to today, I'm 18 years old, I have my business, we're doing 30, 40 grand a month, I live good. I can afford certain things without even thinking about them. And I was buying myself a new monitor, and I was like, wouldn't it be cool to just be the big brother that I wanted to be, like I wanted to have when I was a kid, and buy my brother a monitor? What that was going to allow me to do, it allowed me to fulfill my wish that I wanted to have as a kid through that action. Like, me buying my brother a monitor, it was me like fulfilling the wishes of myself when I was 15 years old, wanting and waiting and expecting something but never getting it. Now I was able to gift it to my brother without even thinking about it. without worrying about it. Is it going to impact me financially? It's not. All right. And that also obviously brought a lot of other benefits for my brother, such as not having to buy I knew he wanted the monitor, but it's like he now doesn't have to worry about it. He told me he wants it, but he has to delay it because he's buying a car, doing all these things. And I'm like, well, now you don't have to worry about it or delay it because I'm just going to give it to you. So there's a lot of other benefits that come with it. But for me, the main most selfish benefit is that I was able to fulfill that wish that I had as a kid through buying him that monitor and gifting it to him. And so the reason the money is so important and the reason you need to accumulate as much as possible of it is so you can make decisions like that. I made that decision. It wasn't like should I do it, should I not? It was an instantaneous decision. I was like, I'm doing it. That'll be so cool to do. I'm doing it. And I was only able to make that decision because I started my own business, because I made a lot of money. A lot, whatever you consider a lot to be. And that the every single decision that you make or you want to make, it is determined by how much money you have. It determines, can you make the decision? Can you not make the decision? What is the quality of the end outcome of that decision going to be based on how much money you can deploy into that decision? All of that is determined by money. People say, oh, you can't buy happiness, you can't buy things, you can't buy love. Sure, you can't buy things like love, but building up the person that is necessary to accumulate a shit ton of money is going to allow you to become the person that is deserving of love. People don't understand that. It's going to allow you to become the person that is deserving of happiness. Health, you can have the best fucking healthcare in the world. Fly out to Dubai, have the best fucking doctors take care of you or your family. All of these things. And like, the thing is, I hear so many stories of people just slaving away for money. And that just pisses me off. They can't take certain actions because they lack money. They have to go into the month worrying about whether they can pay rent or not because they don't have money. What is money? A fucking piece of paper, dude, that somebody printed out. And that is holding you back. You as a human who's made in the image of God, you're being held back by paper that some motherfucker, a billionaire who likes little kids, printed out. That is holding you back. Your human potential is being held back by that? That's insane. And the fact that people are not getting mad or at least a little bit fucking pissed off at that fact is insane to me. There are certain decisions that you want to make and you can't make them. You're literally being blocked. You're running into this wall because you're being held back by paper. Like, what the fuck, bro? That is insane. And then some people, like somebody told me the other day, $40. That's somebody's like daily wage. And I'm like, cool, but that's not good. You imagine you slave away every single day and you're only making $40. That is not good. You're selling yourself for money. Like, people always say like, oh, people like, if you shouldn't love money. And I'm like, who is going to be in a better position to follow God and honor God? Somebody who has to slave away to make money the entire day to make $40, or somebody who has so much money it literally doesn't touch them. They have so much money, if they spend $1 million right now, it doesn't fucking bother them. Who's going to be able to honor God and follow God more? Well, obviously the other person. My goal in life is to have so much money that it doesn't affect me or the decisions that I make, or it doesn't affect the people around me and the decisions they make. Like, don't let paper stop you. This is the whole entire premise of that video. Do not let paper stop you from doing something. For example, there were so many times I wanted to change. I was so tired of the environment in my room. It was actually pissing me off, but I didn't have cash flow in my business to just make the changes, such as get a new fucking closet right here, or get a new bed, or get a new desk, get a new monitor, new equipment, so I can make my content better. I didn't have money to do that, and it pissed me off every single day. And like, you're telling me I shouldn't make money because to stay humble, but internally I'm fucking fuming because I can't change the surroundings, because I don't have money, because I don't have fucking paper. That's insane. Or you want to start posting content somewhere, but you don't have time, but you also don't have cash flow to hire an editor, a creative strategist. Like, you want to move, but you can't move because you're hitting this wall of paper. It's insane. And a lot of people, a lot of people, and I noticed this within myself as well, they will lower their standards because they're ashamed to put their ambition in front of people. Where I come from, it is very unusual that you talk about getting rich. It is seen as almost like a joke, like almost like, oh yeah, this guy's funny. Like, if you want to tell people, oh, I want to get rich one day, it's like they look at you like it's fucking impossible or some shit. It's very unusual. And what it made me do is it made me suppress talking about this ambition that I have. Like, whenever somebody asks me, what do you do for work? I don't know how to answer. I would just say, oh, I'm doing nothing, I'm doing this and I'm that. I would suppress my ambition because of how I'm afraid of other people perceiving me. And this is what happens with a lot of other people. We are afraid of showing off our ambition because it is so unusual. I mean, it is unusual. Like, not everybody's a fucking millionaire, but that's the fucking point, right? So, I hope this video inspires you, and I just want you to find your reason as to why you want to make a shit ton of money. Making a shit ton of money, in my opinion, is not an option. It's a necessity, especially in the day and age that we're heading into. Like, 2030 world reset is a fucking real thing, and you should like act accordingly. You don't fucking ignore it. However, you need to find the reason, and everybody has a different reason as to why they want to make more money. One of my reasons, I don't want money to control me, and I don't want to be stopped by money. I want to be able to spend and buy things without thinking about how much money or is it going to affect me. I don't want to think about money stopping me. I don't want, like, my mother was telling this story of how her family was in such turmoil because they didn't have enough money. Imagine this. Your family is in turmoil. They're arguing because they don't have enough money, because they don't have enough paper, money, something stupid like that, something insignificant, ruining your family. And then you tell me, oh, it's not that important. It fucking is important. So do not virtue signal about money. Do not think do not listen to these people that cope. Because they're unable to make money, they're saying stupid shit like it's not important, doesn't bring you happiness, doesn't bring you love, can't buy you love. And these people will go to such an extreme extent to validate why money, like they will bring you up the most atrocious shit. Like, oh, if you fall from a fucking Burj Khalifa, you don't need millions of dollars. Why do you have to go to such an extreme extent? Why? To validate your point. Because you know yourself that your point is fucking bullshit. So you have to point out the number, the thing that has a possibility of 1.0000 fucking 0.1% chance of happening. Because you know that your point is fucking bullshit. So that's why you have to go through such an extreme extent to validate it. Because you know it doesn't make sense. And it can only be validated in such extreme conditions. Like, yeah, if we're all gonna die tomorrow, I don't need $1 billion. But we're not gonna die tomorrow. That's the thing. So, find your reason. I went on a little tangent, but find your reason why you want to get rich. For me, it's family and just not being held back. Like, I don't want money to fucking hold me back. I want to say, hey, I want this, buy it without fucking thinking. And find your reason. Everybody else has a different reason. It can be something super general, like, hey, I want to be a good person. I want to donate. I don't know. It can be specific. You want to build mosques. You want to build churches. You want to do this and that. Everything is cool. But making a shit ton of money is going to improve your life, the life of your community, and of the loved ones. And so many other benefits. So don't sleep on it. Don't virtue signal and don't be a bitch. Don't suppress your ambition because of other people. Thank you for watching. Check out my business channel. It's linked down in the description if you want some actual sauce on how to make money. With Instagram content, I'm a personal branding expert. So my business channel is all around how to grow on Instagram, how to make money on Instagram, and social media in general. And you can also DM me on Instagram if you have any questions. I hope this video inspires you. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.